welcome to the Tiny House of Color. So today we wanted to show you, along with inside the RV, we wanted to show you kind of the space that we landed in for quarantine, which is that's the rooster, which is my mom's place. So my mom has a beautiful land that she lives in, and my aunt has used this time with quarantine and just her own personal love of plants to create this beautiful garden. So we have a variety of vegetables here. Broccoli rabe. As you can see, the tomatoes here are almost ready, honestly. Down there we have some kale here. We have, as I said, broccoli rabe. We also, over here, we have squash. And there's lettuce that's coming up beautifully. Right here. Look at that nice lettuce there. We have some other hot peppers. We've got these guys here, which produce eggs. And we'll have my aunt on here, my Aunt Nora, at some point to talk more about her babies. And we have the little ones who just came outside maybe about 2 weeks ago. So they're learning from the big ones. They're very shy. Yeah, so these are our neighbors. This is like the land that we live on. And this is, a space that's very special to me. And I'm really grateful that we could come here from Florida because we needed a space for the quarantine. So this is where we've been writing it out. So one of the things that I researched and bought when we first were stationed here was this little washing machine. Because we didn't want to be going into the laundromat just because of everything going on, we purchased this, which has a washer here and then a spin cycle, which actually works really well. Of course it's small, so we have to wash a little bit of clothes at a time. We also dry our clothes. We hang them on the line and dry them. So it's been an opportunity to learn about kind of like energy efficient ways of living, and it works really great. Like, I have no complaints about it. Basically you just wash here, and then you can drain the water here. We try to use like natural soap looking into that once we got this, because we are kind of dumping it. We don't want to be dumping a lot of chemicals, so we try to use natural laundry detergent as well in here. Yeah, so let's go inside. So when you first walk into the space, you're going to see our utility shelf on this side. And when we bought the trailer, this was a closed-in kind of like cabinet. So we actually demolished that, and really quickly realized we still needed a little bit more storage. So we put this here, and I really like this because it keeps it open, so it doesn't feel so tight here, but it still allows us to have storage. We have our beautiful Sonia here, and our little bamboo plant as well. We just keep our cleaning supplies as well as our shoes in this area. Coming around, you'll see our plant area, and some people might say like, okay, so much space for plants, but for us it's really important. We love our plant babies, and they just add such a unique quality to the space that nothing else can, and we really love them, so we wanted to give them sufficient space. And coming around, you'll see our living space, our living area. So this is where we work a lot, we hang out, we watch movies, we eat here sometimes, even though primarily we eat outside. Wherever we tend to be, there'll be like a little table outside, so we use that space to eat most of the time. But if it's raining or we just want to eat inside, we have a fold-out table that we'll use to eat. So this space is really versatile. We have storage down here, so we have our laundry basket. Actually, we keep our laundry here. We have our heater here, our little space heater. And this space is a flex space. Right now I've got my altar set up here with some things that I'm working on. But sometimes Wani, if she's feeling like really creative, she'll have her bartending things here because she's like making things. So this space, we keep it pretty minimal, but it changes a lot. We also have our storage up here. This trailer has a lot of storage. So we have this area that we have a lot of our like office supplies, and here's like kind of like my little office space. So I have like my notebooks and pens and books and things like that here. So that's a great storage space. And I also just want to call attention to the floor. So this space, now you can see it's got this gray wood finish. This was carpet. We redid the floors, and I love this rug here. It was gifted to us by my sister Connie, Fit Girl Coupanista. Thank you. So it really brings in all the colors that we usually gravitate towards. So I really love it, and it also adds like a definitive separation between our living space and our bed space. More about the floors. We actually had to redo this whole section of the floor. So not only did we remove the carpet, we actually removed the plywood, added a new foundation, and then built on top of that as well, and then put this floor on top. So we'll have a video about that whole process, but it was a process, a great learning experience as well. So now let's come into the kitchen. This is one of the reasons why we actually decided to buy this trailer, was the kitchen. It's really functional. You'll see the sink is pretty wide, even though I do wish this was one big farm sink. It's really wide. It's wide enough to wash dishes, and everything's really kind of clean and new in here. We did paint. Obviously, we painted the walls, and we added these hooks. I will say, like, if you're thinking of doing a tiny space, having hooks like this is so important and also really helpful. We have these, they blend into the wall, and they just add different levels of organizing to where it feels still open. So I love the hooks. Get more hooks than you think you need. They're awesome. We also have our Berkey up here, which is our water filter. It's about 2.5 gallons of water. We've had it for about a month. I love it so far, and we keep it by the sink just so it's easy to refill. We also have more storage up here for our plates and a little bit more of our dried food. We also have, our trash can down there, and a little bit more storage, like kitchen supplies. And one of the other deciding factors on getting this kitchen was the oven and stove. So it's a gas stove that we use, all working, relatively new. So I really love this. And this is actually the control for our gas, our propane that we use. And it actually is the same gas that powers the hot water heater. So I also wanted to mention that under here is our hot water heater as well as our furnace. So that lives there, and we actually have a, we filter, so it has like a little way for the hot air to escape. On this side we have our water tank as well, where the plants live. And we do have a microwave. So when we first got it, we thought we would have taken this out and we're going to use it, but due to quarantine, we have actually used it more than I thought. Eventually, I think we would like to replace it with like a convection oven or a air fryer, but for now it's working for us. And our fridge. So we have basically a full-size fridge here. It's all the space that we need, freezer and fridge. And we left it this color for now. We're thinking about painting it. I think I would like to paint it white, but you guys let us know in the comments what you think. Should we paint it white, or should we leave it this brown color? I'd like to know what you think. So now it's coming over to the bed area. I love this space. This is, obviously a very important space to me. And one of the things I love about the trailer is when I'm over into the bed space, I do feel kind of like a separation from the living space. And I think it's just like this second layer here that happens, and the rug. But whatever it is, I love this space. We kept it really minimal. We have a beautiful view out here, and it just feels like a sanctuary. Well, the whole space does, but just being here just feels really peaceful. And we have our closet. So, I know what you're thinking. This is a tiny, tiny ass closet. Yes, it's a really tiny closet, but for us it works. We've been living intentional and minimal for about 4 years now together. So we've figured out a way just to make this kind of space work for both of us. Now, I'm not going to lie and say I wouldn't like more closet space. I would, and we're working on that. But for now, this is really comfortable and the space works for us. Another question that I get a lot, which I think is really funny, is like, where do we go to the bathroom? Well, we have a full bathroom. We have a shower and a tub. We have our toilet. We have our sink and our mirror here. I also have a full-length mirror that is outside that I use sometimes if I really need that. But I find that mirror usually just works. yeah, so we have everything we need in this space. And thank you so much for watching and for following along with the Tiny House of Color. Please feel free to ask any question you have in the comments. And thank you so much.